Somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Ahoy, tent pirates, plant parents, conscious consumers, and the morbidly curious. Welcome to Cultivation Conversation, a podcast for growers, by growers. Come chat with our hosts, Captain Autoflower, the Real Green Monster, and myself, Girl Go Grow. Grab a bouquet of your favorite flowers, apparatus of choice, and don't forget the fire while I tell you about the special companies that help keep this ship afloat. We are busy people, and we demand the best for our plants, so all three of us automate our grows with Autopots. Available in over 63 countries, gravity-powered Autopot systems rely on no pumps, no timers, and no power to operate. This plant-driven automated watering is so precise, it will reduce consumption of feed while increasing yield. An effective and efficient way to delegate a little responsibility. Let your plants feed themselves. Use code CC10 at autopot-usa.com. If quality is the name of your game, look no further than AC Infinity. AC Infinity's grow tents, lights, accessories, and ventilation systems offer reliability and affordability along with total environmental control. Use code Cultivation on acinfinity.com to save even more. Frass Valley produces the highest quality superworm frass. Naturally strengthen your plants and enhance their resistance to pests and disease. Use code CC10 at frassvalley.com. We are big fans of mass hydroponics. Whether you're a local in Massachusetts or accessing their full online catalog, they are your one-stop shop for all of your growing needs. Use code CC10 at mass-hydro.com.
What is going on, everybody out there in podcast land? Oh, monster!
I said, ho, 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 motherfucker.
Santa hit mute by accident.
Yeah, we hit his bone pretty high, too.
Yeah, well, what's up, everybody? Merry holiday season. Whatever the fuck you celebrate. Yeah. You know about that Krampus tradition they got?
Yep. You, in the bag. Yes.
That's fucking scary.
I mean, have you, experienced a lot of old fairy tales and stories and things that parents used to tell their kids? They're horrifying. Like, most of Grimm's fairy tales are truly, truly horrifying. They're not the sweet Disney versions.
No, they definitely sugarcoat them a lot for the modern audience.
And blood and gore.
That's right. It's like Krampus. Yeah, Krampus is a very, very strange tradition, like Norwegian, I think, and like a horned mask that they wear, like all these homemade masks that they like parade around the streets with. It's very cool, actually.
The anti-Santa, like if you're a naughty kid, instead of Santa coming and bringing you toys, Krampus comes and takes you away in a sack.
Hell yeah. It's the, you know, it's like,
and where do you go after you get bagged up?
Yeah, you don't come
like
back.
like some witch's oven, I imagine, like a Hansel and Gretel type situation. But you know, they incentivize kids nowadays like with good behavior to like get presents. And like back in the day, it was just a little more simple. Like they didn't have the consumer type society, and it was just like to de-incentivize bad behavior, we're gonna scare the fuck out of you.
Scare them straight.
It's like it accomplishes the same thing. You know, just
plus years of trauma.
it's all relative, you know. Trauma. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, I used to be told, right?
Builds character.
You know, run a lap and rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, trauma. It's in the eye of the beholder.
it's a good saying, too. I like that one. I'll have to write that down. So yeah, what you guys smoking on tonight? Anything festive?
I got some Supreme Leader going. Is that festive?
It is. It is. I don't know if they celebrate the holidays in communist North Korea like we do over here, but what is it like, sir? Tell us.
I don't know. I get like an old school vibe off this. It's like kind of hazy, almost. I don't know. I get like a little bit of a Northern Lights vibe. It's hard to say, but I enjoy it quite well. Actually, it smokes good. It breaks up good. Gives you a nice resin ring on the joint, and the punch hits you pretty good.
Amen, dude. Yeah, there's
ask for.
Bit old school terps, I think. Old school type flavor, you know, like it's that triangle kush in the lineage kind of shining through, I think. So cool, dude. Santa blazing it up in the Great White North. I love it. You just need to dye the beard white. You'd pull it off, dude, honestly.
You could.
A few more years of being married, it'll be white anyway.
Would you be a mole Santa?
No.
I think it's a special kind of person.
Yeah, a fucking drug addict loser.
It'd be like that movie with Billy Bob Thornton, right?
Yeah.
That Bad Santa. This would be like really, really bad Santa.
Yeah, I show up with like fucking sacks of weed.
Yeah.
Here you go, little Johnny.
That'd be funny, man, to do like a remake, and instead of, you know, Billy Bob played the drunk Santa type character, this would be Monster being like the blazed as shit.
Yeah, I'm just like ripping the dabber while they're just sitting on my lap.
Yeah.
Floating their face.
Like, Santa, you smell like smoke.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, kid. Don't worry. But, man, if only we could have the budget for such productions. Imagine the shit we'd come up with, right?
Oh my God.
What about you? What are you smoking on?
I have some, actually, before we jump into Caps, because I know he's got something.
Yeah.
I have Strawberry Wedding from Big Green Guy.
Ooh, tell us more.
Awesome. I really like her a lot. She's very strawberries and cream, and it's a weird thing because it's definitely the combination of the two of them. I can't distinctly smell strawberries, and I can't distinctly smell cream, though there is more cream than strawberries. And it is definitely like strawberries and cream. And then she's got a little kick of vinegar at the end. Something. I think that's going to burn off and cure, though. They usually do, you know, those like high sharp notes kind of round out and cure. So
yeah, those are the ones. Nice. What's that one called again? The strawberry cheese. Wedding. All right, Strawberry Wedding. Cool, man. Yeah, everyone's. I mean, it's no surprise to me, but like honestly, I've seen a lot of people recently harvest their big green guy gear, and they're absolutely thrilled with it. So yeah,
does good work, really. Like,
and he just had another drop, I think. Bunch of stuff sold out. So yeah, go check him out on IG. Listen to our past episodes with him.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and he does good work.
Fuck yeah. So
I recommend his gear.
And it's like a show approved strain. It doesn't like get you too far off the ledge.
Mean, we'll see, right? Like, I haven't tried her for a show before. I literally pulled her out right before the show. I had tried her once before that, but I don't know, got distracted and didn't really pay attention. Maybe that doesn't bode well for me, but I guess we'll see. We'll be the judge in an hour or so.
Right. Well, I mean, along those lines, I'm doing the same thing. I just not 15 minutes ago grabbed this beauty from the bins, and if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you can see it's still got leaves on it. I haven't even trimmed this. I have not done it anything to this one yet. So I'm gonna do a bit of a live sample, and I know my strains, like, I know my children. This is the Sour Diesel crossed with Headband from Katsu Genetics. Kind of a old school focused breeder, I would say. He's been out there a long time, man. Katsu Seeds, I think. Just Google it. But yeah, man, this one has a gassy, lemony note to it. I'm super excited to. I don't need to trim the whole thing up, so I'm just gonna, take that bottom bud right there. It seems like it's about right. It's got that nice squish to it, but still a snap. And I have not sampled this one yet at all whatsoever. So like G3's doing, we'll see what happens.
Oh man, we're like off the rails tonight.
We'll give her a whirl. It could be one of those, the headband ones. They do have a bit more of like a cerebral type thing going on. Mm-hmm. So if I just kind of like space out, we'll know why. Yeah, very gassy.
Yeah, the smell transfers to the grinder? I find that some of them just are so different in the grinder than they are as a bud. It's crazy.
It's very gassy, and man, it's it's got that nice. It's got that fluffy green, light green type. I mean, it
looks like it's good.
Looks like it could be. Very much, very similar to the sour diesels that I've had in my past. Not a true sour diesel, of course, crossed with headband, but that's, again, just a headband crossed with like Bubba Kush. So it's like 3 parts sour diesel, 1 part something else.
Sounds like a winner to me.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers,
how long
guys.
ago did it come down? How many days ago?
How many days? So 2 weeks ago on Sunday, it was chopped. So it's only been, dead, for lack of a better word, for 16 days, 17 days.
Okay. Sounds awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Very, very, very gassy. Of course, that's like the first thing that hits you. All these gas notes. But a lot of citrus and more of like a limey taste than lemon. Or maybe even like a bergamot, kumquat some strange citrus. I don't know. Is kumquat a citrus? I don't fucking know. Yeah,
right up.
more exotic citrus, perhaps. Man,
Fun.
yeah, I'm a big fan already. As long as the smells transfer to the taste, like that's really for me.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna really like mean that I enjoy the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that certainly does. So, man,
I always love the
I'm
first
excited.
experience with the new strain. I get that like chattery feeling along my jaw that's like very specific to like new strain experience. It's super fun.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what the effects are. I mean, shit. If I keel over in a few minutes, you guys will know what's up.
If you keel over, I'm calling your wife.
No, I mean, I don't think I remember sour diesels being like particularly sedative type strain. It was always one you would want to like smoke in the morning, like
No,
get
it's like a good
get shit
daytime.
done.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine. You're going to be like super chatty in no time, I'm sure. We'll see.
We'll see.
You're
But
an adventure.
man, yeah. So I got bins full. Nothing trimmed up just yet. But like when I return from my vacation, I'm going to be calling you, G3. We're doing a little trim party.
Oh man, you're returning from vacation straight into like a month
Yeah,
of trim jail.
trim jail. Yep, that's exactly right. I'm going to enjoy my trip while I got it.
And those strains aren't going to be fun to trim either.
No,
They're
they're not. I mean,
leafier than-
Diesels, no way. There's
listen, I don't really go nuts trimming them, to be honest, man. Like, I pluck off all the big fan leaves, of course, and then it's like, what would you call them? Like chicken foot leaves? You know what I mean? The ones that are like on the
they're
bottom
bigger than
of the
sugars,
buds.
but not.
Yeah, the ones that like are hanging off, that like are getting in the way. Okay, like ones that don't have much trichome coverage and are just kind of like visibly blocking the buds.
If you can easily see the stem,
I can pick
like, you
most of
can
them
just-
off.
Yeah, those can come off early. It's not a big deal.
It's easy enough to trim, and then like I get like a nice pair of scissors. I forget what these were called. They're from like Diamond Cutco, I think. And they're like trim specific scissors, like made for fat fingered specific people like myself.
They make me think of like those bird embroidery scissors. Do you know what I'm talking about?
bird embroidery.
No, I don't. I'm not familiar with the bird embroidery.
What
Like
the
stuff
fuck?
my mom and grandmother had, like cross stitch.
Yeah.
They're like this big, and they're like these little birds.
Well, they do have like a nice. Yeah, they look like old fashioned for sure. They have a nice like.
This reminds me of that.
But they're very. Honestly, I love these. They're nice. Like they have like a nice balance in the fingers, and again, like they fit my fat fucking fingers. So I don't really get them too like. I just trim along the outside of the buds. Any leaves that are like blocking and don't have much trichomes, and I have this like little portable tray here that I'm working with.
God, get yourself.
A trim bin, I know. I need another. Absolutely. It just dawned on me as I was getting ready for more trimming.
Bin trim.
I didn't get another bin trim. Fucking great product, though. Great product.
Really. If you don't have one, get one.
Oh my God, dude.
Thank me later. One trim and they pay for themselves over. The amount of
my
freaking
God.
keef you pull out of those things is absurd.
I love it.
Immediate return on investment.
I have to interrupt and let you know about the immediate, right? It just boom, hit me like that. My eyes. I don't want to take my glasses off right now, but I guarantee you my eyes are red as like this flag. The color's on the flag right above me. And I can feel like it feels like I'm wearing a headband.
Menthol, dude.
I know I'm wearing a hat, but like it feels like I have kind of like a rubber band tied around the hat underneath. Like it's immediate, like behind the eyes, like stoned type of feeling. That's cool.
America.
What's her name?
God bless America. Land of great weed and freedom. But yeah, there's another puff in here. Hang on.
Paparuskis.
So yeah, I heard, as you guys know, I'm leaving like tomorrow morning. Going on a trip. I'm going on a tropical Christmas mon in Jamaica. And I just heard that there's a cannabis farm tour that I can go on. So I'm eyeing that up.
Yeah.
Trying to get on that.
Excursion.
Yeah.
Like close to where you are?
That I am not 100% on. I think they have different ones kind of scattered around. Like the really good part of the island for growing weed. Now I can't remember the name of it. It's like something Hill. Okay, so in any case, like that's on the other side of the island. We definitely won't be going there. 4-hour bumpy kind of car ride. You don't want to do that. But if I can find one close,
are you staying at like
100%? Yeah. Just one of those
shuttles and stuff.
I'm sure.
They've got tourism down to us.
Get on the weed shuttle, man.
Dude, I know, right? It's blaring the reggae music, and I can just picture it now. Got the man. Yeah, no, I'll document
it.
Good,
easy way to get your hands on some weed without much of a fuss.
I know. I am bringing, like last time.
Dude on the street.
I'm bringing down some pens, of course, but as one does when you go on vacation, just blend it in with your other e-cigs, It's just nicotine. I don't fucking know. It's all the same anyway, isn't it?
As long as you're not flying into a country where it's illegal. We do not recommend you take with you to a place where it is illegal. They will throw your ass in jail.
I am not your attorney.
Again. Don't do that.
Yeah, just be like, I heard on Cultivation Conversation I could fly into to Turkey with my vapes.
Yeah.
No, they probably won't be cool with that. But yeah, man, super pumped up about this weed. Like this is exactly, what I was after when I chose to grow this one. This gets me going. It really does. It's not just the effects of a sativa based.
Pumped right now, dude.
I'm so pumped. This is great. Like that bright green, like gassy, fucking dank head stash is. Man, that's what I was after when I planted these beans. Now,
well, you've got 3 others? 3 plus?
Oh yeah.
Others?
Oh yeah.
3 others that are like sister.
Similar.
Right?
Similar
lineages by name.
I haven't even gotten into that yet. So it's all waiting for me. Like it'll be something exciting, of course, about the trim jail I'm sentenced to when I get back. So I'll at least have that to look forward to.
And you won't even have all of them sampled really before you leave.
Nope. Just
gosh,
2.
It's going to be like Christmas all over again.
I know, right? I'm so like, it's all part of the plan. Like I know I got to come back and like trim a bunch of weed, but at least it'll be first samples of that weed.
Yeah, that's exciting.
But again, like when I picked this one because like I just knew, like when I was growing it, like it was the one in the tent that I was like, oh yeah, this fucking thing right here. We all have those plants.
She was your favorite. You can say it. It's okay.
She was one of my faves for sure. And now
how did they just stand out?
Amen. And it's like when the finished product, like when you feel like you knock it out of the park a little bit, it gets you excited. It really does. Like I'm thinking about like what I'm going to be planting next and how I'm going to be, like, honestly, like my mind starts racing about it, which is exactly what I needed. Okay. Cause I don't know about you guys, but I get into a funk sometimes with all the growing, like all the constantly cleaning, and I feel like just repeating the same tasks and
the grower blues.
Yeah, you guys know what I mean. Like it's
fucking
it's
burnout,
hard work, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
And dedicating rooms of your house to this hobby, and like, and then always feeling like it's never good enough at the same time, and like being your own like biggest critic. And man, like sometimes you feel like all the weight of all this stuff, and I'm just doing this for me, like I can't even imagine if you're doing it like on a professional level sometimes too, like the actual grower burnout that you must feel.
I feel like it could happen though with any hobby.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. There's a little more pressure in this one, though, 'cause you can't just kind of put it down and walk away and come back unless you want to go to the dispensary. This is our medication. This is how we live our lives and balance ourselves. It's something we need. So it's kind of it's great that we love it and we want to keep loving it. But even if we don't love it, it's kind of what we do. So we got to keep doing it. So how do you stave that off? I deal with terrible mom guilt with my plants. I want to spend more time with them, feel guilty, not like being there and giving them exactly what they need and being like, oh, they can wait just a little bit longer for this. Like, I feel awful about that, but something has to give sometimes. And
yeah, we all got busy lives. And
so how do you balance it all? How do you have it all as a grower?
I sometimes I find it hard. I honestly do. Like I'm sometimes I have the opposite mindset where like sometimes I don't want to spend any fucking time up in the garden with my plants. You know what I mean? You just want to like, it becomes like a mechanical thing like that. I just do because again, like I rely on the medicine, like you said. I ain't going to the dispensary. Those fools ain't getting my hard-earned money. So I'm going to like keep doing this thing. But like you get into a rut sometimes just because I feel like maybe you don't switch things up enough.
Maybe you have a bunch of crazy weird failures challenges in a row. Like maybe you get
hit roadblocks
and then pH issues and then pest issues, and it's just like, ugh, God, I need a break.
Yeah, right. And I'm looking at it from like a successful harvest perspective of just like, imagine if you failed a couple times in a row and you're not getting the results that you're after, and like the kind of grower malaise that you can feel. It's just like, for me, that was one of the reasons that like I wanted to get into these like old school genetics type stuff and like explore this, I don't know, nostalgic world of like not so common cannabis varieties. And like that got me excited to like grow some shit that I haven't seen in fucking a long time, I feel like you just have to like yeah, that's a technique you can for sure. Like I recommend you like really look into genetics. Get something, like grow something you're really excited about growing.
Right.
I mean, that
helps. Grower, we're like almost required to fuck around and find out. If you keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again, it's going to get really dull. So change up something, anything. Change up your genetics. Switch from autos to photos or photos to autos. Change up your newts. Try organics or go salts or go synthganic or go DWC. Like try something. Throw out a can of bonsai. There's so many cool things that our community really celebrates that you can find a new niche to get excited about.
100%.
There's so much of it.
And I think you hit right on the head a bunch of things I was going to mention for sure. Like, learn techniques that you haven't gotten into before. Like, you can always teach an old dog new tricks in this hobby. You're never too jaded to like learn a new trick, learn a new technique. If you haven't done it before, if you're an organic guy, like, just fucking try the opposite. Try salts.
I still think the easiest thing to switch up though is genetics, right? I mean,
yeah,
probably the most, because you don't really have to fucking.
Yeah, it's the easiest for sure.
Change a lot. Just try new shit.
I mean, and I'm for sure, like, if you're in a grower rut, like, maybe learning a new trick isn't the thing you want to do at all. Like, maybe I mean, for sure, I feel you. Maybe you just want to like keep doing what you've been doing that you know how to do, but like grow something totally different that you're just really pumped about getting into. So that's what I would, that's what I did. So, getting distracted by noises in the house. I apologize.
Uh-oh.
There's company here. Okay. Now I'm like way off. I'm sorry, guys. What were we talking about?
Fucking around and finding out.
The meaning of life.
That's right.
You were deep into it.
Stave off those blues.
Yeah. I mean, we all get them, guys. And I think, like, learning a new technique could be a great thing you want to do, but it might be the exact opposite, like I said. You mentioned another thing, G3, that I wanted to hit on. And that is, like, the community aspect of what we have going on, okay? There's so many grow-alongs that you could get involved with, right? Like,
we have one coming up starting
there you
tomorrow.
Go. the Your Average Grow Along, right? It's just a night owl. If you have any, night owl bean, I think you can pop it, right?
Yep.
Cool.
We're doing a live, I guess, on the Discord tomorrow night at, I'm going to get this time wrong. It's 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. So stopping by if you want to join the grow. We're going to have some giveaways for our growers.
Nice.
All that fun stuff. So yeah, germination is between tomorrow and January 16th-ish.
The germination is coming. Beware.
It is. I'm excited about it. This is
Hell yeah.
what I'm pumped about. I'm going to have a tent full of night owls all on autopod. It's going to be badass.
Do you know which you're gonna do?
Yes, I do.
Before we talk all about your night outside, but like, I think the hanging out with new growers, okay, communicating in the community with noobs. There's a lot of them, guys. There's new states coming online every day, and just like, people out there finding us in prohibition land, like just saying fuck these rules. I'm just gonna grow anyway. There's new growers every day. Find them and teach them your old jaded ways of like, just don't do that. What I mean is like feed off their new grower energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like getting a puppy for your older dog.
Yeah, it's a good analogy. I was gonna go with like, a lot of us have kids, right? Like you mentioned in pre-show, G3, it'd be like seeing Christmas through your child's eyes, like getting that like shot of youthful kind of vitality, kind of like looking at Christmas morning through your kid's perspective,
yes. But
just
your
like that.
Youthful exuberance warm my cold dead heart.
It's fucking show title right there. God damn it, you're so good, G3. That's like, yeah, like that's what we're after. There is like, we want to steal their youth.
Siphon your youthful existence. Like energy vampires.
Oh, listen. So I used to deliver flowers as like a high school job way back in the day. Like, man, before MapQuest, I had one of those big fucking maps you had to like flip through and be like, A7. Okay, all right, figure it out, on a map.
Like an atlas.
Yeah, an atlas.
Yeah, like a road atlas, exactly. Exactly. So I'd have to go into these nursing homes, man, because like people would just like order flowers, for their old parents and grandparents that were just like stuck in these nursing homes, and it was I didn't like it at all, right? Because like I'd be smoking the one hitter, the one I showed you on the last show. That's fucking 25 years old. That thing is a relic, right? It's been around a long time. So I'd be smoking in the parking lot, and I'd go and make these deliveries, and I'd just like feel the stares of like give me your youth, give me kind of like that, those types of vibes, and it just really creeped me out, man. But so it's only natural,
So you delivered to nursing homes. Tell the truth. Did you ever like deliver and like they were dead?
Oh no, never happened, man. But
No.
not to me.
Yeah, these are for Jenny. You're about 17 minutes late there, sir. Jenny's dead.
She just left us this afternoon. I know.
Yeah.
Well,
It does happen, though.
Flowers are multi-use, right? You could just transfer it over to the funeral.
Yeah, right. There you go. Just put them on ice and then bring them on over to the funeral.
Sure. Put them in the refrigerator.
Man. No, I never. No, honestly though, Masa, it did happen to a coworker of mine.
Yeah, like, man, I guess I'm not getting a tip on this one.
Dude, no one ever tipped the flower guy.
I know.
I always wondered why, and it was because you don't expect that it's coming. I guess like it's someone else orders it for you.
Yeah, they're a gift.
It's like, yeah, you just get it and you're like excited and you're, oh, thank you, but no one ever thinks to like get the wallet out. So I don't know. Strange memories of my job around this time of year, 25 years ago. Just, it's this weed bringing it all back. I think that's, really, it was like, maybe it was this stuff that I was smoking right outside the nursing home. And man,
maybe
the connection.
You're mentally transported back there.
It adds up. Fucking adds up. So, Monster, listen. You've been growing the longest. Mm-hmm. You've grown way more plants than anybody. You've done it for people other than yourself. Surely, at some point, you've been like, you've hit a rock, hit a roadblock. You've just been like, what? How do you get yourself? How do you pick yourself up by the bootstraps? And
I don't know. It just kind of happens. Usually, actually, every time around this year is when I kind of get like, I'm over it phase. It's football season. It's holidays.
It's dark all the time.
Yeah, I don't
weather. I swear.
I just don't want to spend as much time on it. And usually by springtime, I'm over it and start getting ready for the outdoor. I get excited to do that. Even though this year was a fucking epic failure. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's just kind of one of those things, It can happen when you least expect it. And I think I've seen some people, like, fall into funks where they repeat the same mistakes over and over again. That's the shit you need to avoid. You need to learn from. And that can get him into like a funk, like I've walked in on plenty of scenarios where you can just tell that they've been doing things wrong a long time and they're not really getting the results they're looking for, and that gets people depressed, especially these days with the cost of electricity and everything.
Yeah, man, the cost
and
of
dispensary
seeds.
weed price is going down for some people, it doesn't make sense to grow because they're just not doing it well enough. You can get ounces of weed here in dispensaries for like $100, $120 in the dispos.
It's just like, yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like how cheap. Have you ever calculated like what you think you produce like per dollar?
No, I've never bothered because it just doesn't. You know, if I was like selling it, then maybe I'd want to spend time calculating that. But
I don't think there's any way around us, G3. You know, like, I mean, we're still in the like $60 eighth kind of land.
Yeah,
I think it's like 35.
Well, and the other thing too is
still
we know what we're doing. A lot of people aren't willing to invest the time and the energy, really, quite frankly, into growing good weed. And then they look at their electricity bill and they're like, fuck this, I'd rather just go to the dispensary and buy it.
You do have to there has to be an element of joy, really, to make it worth it. This is a 3+ month project that you only get your reward at the end, and it requires pretty much daily maintenance of every single day of those 3 months, 3+.
You have to like what you're doing.
Months. You have to love it. You have to, or else you will burn out and leave it. Like if it's not the path, you won't stick to it. That's
even if you. I think the difficult part is though, like we all love it. You know what I mean? Like there's no. I don't think anyone is going to question. Like we're all here because we love the plant. We love doing it. But even with that, I think at a certain point, like you're just like hands up in the air. Like I think it happens slowly for me. Like I find myself putting off doing things, and I'm late a lot of times with certain things that I need to do, and I'm like, beating myself up over that, and that leads into like fucking up another thing, and it's just like can spiral out of control a little bit.
And there is,
it's one of those things that can, it's one of those things that can happen with any hobby, really, but growing cannabis is particularly more involved than your everyday hobby. It's not like something you can just pick up and put down.
Yeah, there's no pause button or if you're doing it, like you kind of are dedicating yourself to like a certain, like a marriage with the plant, really. Like
you gotta at least see it through, otherwise you just wasted all that time and money.
Making a commitment, brother. You pop them beans, you better commit.
Now that being said, like if you need to stop growing for your mental health, if it's causing you too much pain and frustration, it is perfectly fine to just stop and come back to it later.
For sure.
This is like a terrible time for you. Maybe you know that, and you grow shit out of stuff during the spring and the summer and into the fall, and you get enough to last you all winter long, and you like hibernate. Basically,
you hibernate. You
just like, I don't know, prep for the winter. Doomsday prepper your cannon for the winter.
That's right. Just put it all in grove bags.
In the winter, you don't have to, because it is hard to grow this time of year. It's hard to care.
No, it's way easier this time of year. If you're gonna do
just mentally.
Yeah, mentally, sure, but
hard to grow. I don't know.
It's hard to do fucking anything.
Intrinsically, during the spring and the summer, it's really easy to get excited about growing, to see the world blooming with life again and getting swept up in that. We're kind of fighting against nature by growing right now.
That's interesting.
So mentally, there's kind of a little bit of a block there. I mean, if we were growing and this was when we were relying on this to live, Mother Nature would be like, dude, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this. This is not right.
Like this is, what would Mother Nature think of our grow tents?
Right.
Man, fuck Mother Nature.
That's a funny question. What are you doing in here, honestly? What is all this? This little doohickey here that controls the VPD? Is that what you call it?
You've got a son? You've got a son you can turn off. Okay, you're crazy.
It's clever. I'll give it to you. It's pretty clever. I don't know. I know Nerd Grows out there will be whipping up like a meme or something with that, using that premise.
What I say.
He's a funny dude. Oh yeah, the edits. Oh my god! If you want to see some funny edits of our shows, come into to the Discord like afterwards.
He chops together footage and makes us say shit we didn't really say.
Like, yeah,
takes things out of context.
Did I say that?
It's funny.
Hysterical, man.
He's funny.
But I don't know. Like, there's a lot of ways. I think we can get out of ruts as growers. Like Monster made a key. I always point the wrong way. Monster made a key point.
You are.
It's like the opposite. You got to point the opposite way. To actually, like, mirrors and shit. Mm-hmm. How do they work? So Monster used the keyword hobby. You know, like it's a hobby. You know, like this should be like a lifelong type of pursuit that you're like always looking to, you know, maybe up your game a little bit. Like with these types of things, like I look at it like very much like a guitar. I play guitar. You're never going to be as good as you want to be at something like guitar, right? Like you're always learning, always practicing, always like striving to like sound better. And it's like a plateau type situation. You're like flatline and it feels like you're getting nowhere. And then like, I don't know, you find something, you hear a new piece of music, you get inspired to like start playing more. And then like you suddenly like your skills, like, you know, level up like plus 10 out of nowhere. And you're just like, holy shit, I'm better, way better than I was. And it's just it just happens. And this, if maybe weightlifting is another good example of all these little plateau gains that you get. That's what growing kind of feels like to me. And you just have to like kind of find those, like when those plateaus happen, there's always like a trigger, you know, whether it's finding that new piece of music or like if you're a weightlifter, you're like, I don't know, you fucking change your diet or something and you like break through a barrier. You have to find a trigger for you to like break through a plateau. Bottom line. I think honestly, the best way I think you could do that might be to go hang out with some new growers.
Yeah, listen to some new podcasts.
Yeah, listen to a new podcast. Find like we've been saying the whole time. Like find something, whether it's new genetics, a new technique. Like become a teacher, you know, become a mentor to a noob. Like that'd be a fun thing to do.
Your local community, find a new grow shop or see if there's events put on by your grow shop.
Yeah. Or if it could be like a guitarist going to like an open mic night or something. Like find a runner going to like get involved, like schedule yourself a race, do a 5K, you know? Find something that like you can, like whether it's a competition, maybe that's what you need is like submit your weed in like a grow off. Get your shit judged.
Yeah, there's a lot more of those going on. Local competitions.
Yeah.
They're always fun.
Or like, yeah, donate some of your extra harvest to maybe like veterans groups or some kind of charity situation. I don't know if in legal states, maybe you can do that. If there's like other people that can appreciate what you're doing, I think that would go a long way too.
Mm-hmm. Certainly.
Maybe try growing something different. Microgreens are super fun. I started growing them and it's been great. So
oh, yeah?
There's all sorts of things you can grow inside. Grow a whole little mini vegetable garden for your family in the winter.
What would Mother Nature think of your mini green garden?
Man, fuck that bitch. I'm the boss now.
This
just
pretentious
like for infanticide, so it's kind of terrible, honestly.
It's what?
She probably wouldn't be pleased. I mean, microgreens are just baby plants.
So it's what do you call it, like horticultural infanticide or something? It's another show title. Fuck. God damn.
So like you're just growing plants and killing them before they can get to there.
They only get like a couple inches high, but they're like
It's
super
like the,
densely packed with nutrients.
The veal equivalent. Plants.
Pretty much. And they're grown super close together.
The veal equivalent.
Limited resources. They go with no food. They only have what's available to them in their seeds. Yeah.
And you gotta do some like low stress training on them too, like chain them up while you're at it. Like a little tortured plant.
I feel like that could be a band name, the veal equivalent.
Oh goodness! I might have to rethink this.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're all like way more poetic than we think sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
vegan veal. There you go, Frost Farmer.
I love it. Vegan veal.
Yeah.
That's
so
a
maybe
band
try
name.
your hand at that if you're.
That's a sheep.
That'd be like that Beyond Meat, right? They got that everywhere. That's what we're gonna see next is vegan
like
veal.
Impossible burgers.
How are they gonna make that?
You know what's funny is that shit's like worse for you than the actual meat itself.
Dude, I know, man.
I'm sure that the processing must just strip all the nutrients out of it.
It's got more fat and more sodium. Yeah, that's a win. But hey, we're not eating cows.
That's a thing that gets me riled up. This like honestly kind of war on food we're seeing, like in all the. It started with just like a innocent enough like butter substitution, right?
Which is one molecule away from plastic.
It truly is. It's like they were like, "Oh, butter's bad for you. Here, eat this fucking plastic," right? It's better for you. Then it's like, I don't know, what did they tell you? Like fucking diet soda and aspartame and like all this stuff, dude. Like they're trying to substitute out these natural things that humans have been relying on, like staples of our diet for thousands of years. They told you like fucking white bread's bad for you. Like, don't eat the white bread. No, anything but that. The carbs, they'll kill you. Now, granted, some people are allergic, but like that's beside the point. Fuck, man.
If you can,
what'll they do next?
Especially produce, eat locally. Because, we know as canna farmers that if you chop your plant super early before it's ripe with the hope that it will ripen, it's not going to do it so well. Like, it'll get to some point, it will ramp it's a little bit more, but won't be great. Same thing with produce. They're going to chop it off the vine way before it's ready, and then it's going to have to ripen without access to the nutrients that the plant provides.
It'll have a longer shelf life that way. Yeah, I love like farm stands and stuff like that. I'll always pull over and stop and see what's going on. There's lots of local farmers markets going on around here
too.
Yeah, and you get some good shit. Like prices are reasonable. You walk away with a bunch of shit. Like I got a whole bag full of ears of corn a couple weeks back. It was like $10. It was like a shitload of corn. So I actually some of it ended up going bad. I just couldn't eat it all. He like filled up a whole brown shopping bag full of fucking ears of corn. It's like, yeah, $10.
So great, dude.
Like, okay.
Shit. I love with the Boston accent makes it. It's a shitload of corn right here. This is my God, there's a lot of corn. It's just did it for me.
A lot of fucking corn guy.
That's funny, man. Man, I was gonna bring something else up too. I know it's like escaping me. It's this delicious weed.
The headband.
I was gonna say take it out of the head.
That headband, man. I know.
I'm on joint number 2, and I roll king size ones. This one's lemon cava.
Ooh, lemon cava.
Yeah,
Do you have any idea what you're gonna plant when you get back? You have nothing intense right now, right?
I have nothing, man. I'm nothing. Nope. There's a couple. Like I'm leaving the light on. I just told my sister-in-law who's coming to check on the cats. Like the light's gonna stay on. I don't even have anything else on in the tent, and I got a couple that are trying to re-veg to see what happens. Just leaving a light on, and it goes on for 18 hours. Are they in
the autopots?
Yeah, but the autopots are not on. Re-vegging plant doesn't need much at all. And the lights are even dimmed to like 20-25%, you know.
You're not going to give them any water in 8 days?
They'll be fine.
Yeah, I think they'll be all right.
At 100% saturation.
That just seems such a long time to me.
No, you got to think about it, right? So it was already in the autopods.
Just little stumps.
Once it's 100% saturation in a 9-gallon pot, that shit's gonna last a while.
I'm gonna water it thoroughly before I go. You know, we'll see. It'll be alive. It'll be kicking.
I'm sure. I mean, God, it's a photo. It can handle anything. Yeah.
We'll see. If the re-veg happens, that remains to be seen. But like, it was definitely, you know, this one in particular that was one of those that I like. You know, I think this winter I'll re-veg it, see what happens. Maybe take some cuts. Maybe I could like keep a mother plant. I got a couple things in mind. Like, you know, I have nothing right now, so I'm like, I can use some of my vacation time to like imagine my grows of the future, like how it can optimize, you know, streamline.
Imagining what you would do with lottery. What's my next grow gonna be? So what do you think? Like, what are you swayed towards right now? What do you think your high ranking options are? Anything? You have any idea?
Well,
not a single thing where you're like, damn, I want to grow this.
No, I'm honestly like, that was last grow where I was like,
he's got some fire ILGM stuff he wants to run through.
Ooh, baby.
I've got a lot of genetics, you know, like way too many. way too, like, please don't send me any more type situation is I got way too, but like, I kind of want to get back into some autos. Maybe I will get in if I'm not going to be too late by the time I get back from my vacation.
No, you have until January.
I'll pop some
16th.
Fucking night owls. All right, then it's settled.
Even if you're after that, like, we don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Let's get it on.
Like, makes me think of Celebrity Deathmatch. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Let's get it on.
Doris Leachman versus fuck was it? I forget. It was one of the funniest ones. I don't know. Yeah, that shit was great.
It was like a staple, man. They just play reruns and reruns of that on, what was that, MTV? Like,
yeah, I think it was on MTV.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fucking funny, dude. Again, this fucking 25-year-old nostalgia, it's hitting me from this weed. It's all like unlocking files in my brain that like I haven't accessed in 25 years. It's very bizarre, I'm telling you.
Oh shit, that's where I put that money.
Right. That's funny, man. No, sometimes like smells will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the scent most strongly tied to memory. Scent.
So maybe it is the terps, you know, maybe it's the whole like, this.
It certainly could be.
It could be.
Back.
Could be, guys. But
truck stop pussy. I remember her.
Right?
Her name was Luann. At least that's what she told me.
Good Lord. I never forget a smell like that. Good Lord.
Now every time I open up a can of tuna fish, I get horny.
Oh, man. Again, Nerd Growth is going to have way too much fun with this one, I fucking tell you.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. So, let me bring up the Patreon real quick.
Wow, that was a quick hour.
I know, right? Fucking flew by. Doesn't it happen sometimes? Time flies, guys. Oh, fuck this fucking website. I fucking hate it so much.
Tell us how you really feel. Don't hold back, man.
All right, wait. I think, okay.
Oh, while you're doing that, I'll tell you what's coming up in my tent. I had 2 mango aisles and a mango myrrh and Mandela effect.
You should really aim to get more mango in there.
I tried, but man, like, it's hard. He only has like
Which
7
one? Did you
mango
say
strains.
Mandela effect?
Mandela effect.
Is that like where, we all remember it was the Berenstein Bears, right? Like Berenstein, like Stein, right?
Yeah, like that fucking movie with
Berenstein Bears.
what's
Apparently
his
it
name?
wasn't. It was
Genie that, like,
Berenstain the whole
remembers.
time.
That movie happened. I'm convinced.
Yes.
The Sinbad Genie movie.
With what's his name?
Kazam? Shazam.
No, not that one. That did happen too.
That was Shaq, though, right?
Yeah.
It's Shaq. There is a different movie.
Ah, fuck.
That was
what was it called?
definitely with that guy. He was
With
like
Sinbad, yeah.
Sinbad.
Yes. Thank you, Sinbad. Yes. It was a
Wait,
thing.
that didn't happen?
No, it didn't.
According
Though
to
everybody in the entire freaking world remembers it. Didn't happen.
Wait.
I think it was like something that never released because it was an abomination, and that's so. Like,
No, there would be some proof of it somewhere. This is like
I don't know.
pretty well documented. I do believe.
Man, all right. This is going to send me down a rabbit hole. All right, fuck. So that's those are all autos, correct? Night Owl autos.
All night owls.
Fuck
all
yeah.
autos. All mangoes.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
I haven't had a mango girl in a little bit, so it's time.
Man, I've been on a joint kick lately, and I love it.
Yeah, I've been preferring them lately too. They're just convenient, I guess.
They're perfect for a podcast because I could just roll them up and then just burn. But
Yeah.
I like the little dog walkers.
I gotta get some cones. I'm tired of rolling.
Oh, dog walkers are the best.
Yeah, I can't roll. So
You can't roll either.
I just I understand the concept. I can physically make it happen. It's just a catastrophe when I do. So no, I can't roll. I've practiced. I've done it a ton of different ways. It's not worth it to me when the cones exist.
Cones are superior in every single way. And anybody that tells you otherwise is a contrarian or they're a liar.
Especially when you can extend the funnel like a piece of paper, kind of spiraled around, make it super easy to load.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, he'll definitely be using that one. Super easy to load.
Fuck. We just throw him these softballs. God damn it. All right. So, before we go, I want to thank, of course, you guys, my lovely co-hosts for doing this show with me every week, putting up with my bullshit.
Pleasure as always, and thank you, sir.
Thank you guys. It's really, it's a pleasure working with you.
I look forward to it every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just going to say,
Super fun.
one of the highlights of my week, mofos. We get to catch up and just chill. And thank you, everyone listening live. We appreciate it. We love, seeing the responses coming in. Everyone just listening live. If you don't know, we do the show live. Come on over to Twitch. Check it out. We do it every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Not this fucking mountain time, Pacific, fucking Eastern. Also, we have a Patreon. You could sign up. It supports us, helps us keep the lights on. We want to thank, I want to just say Nick and Matt, both new members. So thank you both. We have a Discord, right? So you don't need to be
Lots of knowledge over there.
You don't need to be a Patreon to come over to the Discord. You can just sign up, hang out. Always people chatting.
Links on our website and most of our Instagrams, I guess. And
I think, yeah.
It's around.
Message
you can find
us.
it if you look for it.
We're accessible enough. DM us and Captain, I listen to the show. Want to get in the Discord? Where's it at? I will literally serve you up a link on a platter. Here's your link, sir. Please click and enjoy.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I promise. And also we have a merch site. right? Like blurred state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you go on our website and click on merch, it brings you right there.
Fucking right we do. There's beanies, there's sweatshirts, there's stickers, I think there's mugs. I mean, I got a tent pirate mouse pad, guys. Right? It's badass, okay? So, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know if it'll get here in time for Christmas, but certainly Valentine's Day present for your loved one. Mm-hmm. Plan ahead. Like, I know it's for you, I swear. What the fuck is a tent pirate? What is this? I thought you loved me. Oh, that's a sweet hat. Give it to me. I can see it right now. But, guys, enjoy the holidays. For real. Thank you.
Yes. Be safe. Be merry. And, yeah.
Don't buy your wife a fucking vacuum cleaner for Christmas. You fucking
that gift sucks.
Well, I know somebody that just did it.
Or a robe. Honestly, it always seems like a good idea, okay? But I don't know why that's a robes are not a good idea for some reason.
It's a pretty lame gift.
Just a thought.
I actually don't
get
me and my wife don't exchange gifts, and it's better that way.
I'd rather give no gift than a robe.
I mean, look, the reality is if I want something, I just go and buy it. I go with her. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's true. Yeah, we're all adults here.
You're going to get me something that, I may not even like and waste money doing it?
It's truth, man. It's like we want to buy for each other's hobbies and stuff, but those are the hardest gifts to buy for because people are so like specific about what they want and that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
We're running Amazon wish list. People can go on at any time and pick out a gift that is meaningful to you and would help your life.
Yep, and just a tip on that.
Just
most of those, no pun intended, because most of those wish lists are public by default. And if you have, some people don't even realize it. Like they're building like a wish list, and there's like some shit on there that they might not want people to see.
Make sure it's private.
You mean like your fucking bad dragon dildo collection?
Well, let's just say somebody in my family, a female, had some stuff on there that she wouldn't want the rest of the family to see.
Well, I think you can make it specifically shareable, so you can like share a link with.
You can, but I'm saying some people don't realize when you're building these wish lists that they're public and.
And we have an Amazon link if you're going to use their wish lists. Go through it on our website. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't do anything. It just tells Amazon that you went through our site to get there, and
for sure. Easy peasy. Use our codes when you're buying, grow gear. It all helps, guys. And yeah, have a happy I was going to say harvest. Have a happy holidays and a merry new year. Wait, fuck. Strike that. Reverse it. Have a merry Christmas and a happy new year, guys. Thank you fucking both so much.
Happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah,
and all the others.
Yes. Feliz Navidad, go fuck yourself.
Blessed you, Merry Solstice.
Yeah.
The Krampus gonna tie you up in a bag and beat you with sticks holiday too.
Yeah, Festivus.
All the holidays. Yeah, I got a lot of problems with you people. I'm gonna let you know about it. That's
one of the best episodes ever.
I loved what did he played Jerry Costanza, right?
Yep, George's father. Yeah. And then he was also good as Carrie's father in King of Queens.
No, Frank Costanza, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, he was in King of Queens. He played the same character.
I was just gonna say, it was like the same character.
They were like, just can we get Frank Costanza in our show? Fuck yeah!
All right, so you need to be a crotchety old man. Can you do it? All right, new role. Can you be a crotchety old man?
Hell yeah. Oh, well. Guys, again, reminder, we're not having a live show next week, but I'm hoping I can have like a one in the queue to be released for y'all. So enjoy, and we'll talk in like 2 weeks.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Until next year, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Be safe.